Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Renowned Explorers, More to Explore. I didn't want to start a new game because there's going to be a patch tomorrow. I don't want to be able to do a fresh thing after the patch. But I also wanted to pursue this Victor angle. We can get there. And I think, like I said, I think the problem is that you have to construct a party in a very specific way for it to be able to beat the Raptor Queen with 3 expeditions worth of advancement. So I built this party a little bit differently. We're a lot less versatile, but we're a lot better at physical combat, just really pounding home that aggressive victory. And we're going to go for the T-Rex instead. We're going to try to do this 4th expedition, Lost Island, T-Rex fight, then go to the 5th expedition and win that as well, aggressive. I do want to talk a little bit about treasures. First of all, Sekhmet was Discovery and Secrets, so obviously I took Discovery. We are at 1.83 times base renown for gold. We only have 1 point of observations, which makes me feel like probably we're not going to be able to finish it before the last expedition, which is a shame. We'll do our best, because the extra 50% would be cool, the extra 50% to renown. But I do want to talk about this real quick. We got Mask of Stemferu. We got +1 treasure hunt. Our highest level athlete at the time was Victor, and Victor's the one we're doing the rainbow onto in this party. So I think this could end up being pretty cool. Do I have anything else that's really fascinating? Not really. Got the basic stuff. I get this cool Stegosaurus skull. That's something. Anyway, let's get out there. Let's lose an island. Wait, no, let's go to an island that somebody else lost. This wasn't even our fault. I don't know who lost a whole island. It seems pretty irresponsible. Alright, so Victor has 6 levels of Tactician. We have 4 levels of Engineer, I believe, on Earl. We have some pretty good combat stuff going on. We have some red gloves, and this expedition, I have held the Renown for Tacticians card, and the Engineer gets bonus damage from his Engineering levels card. Can I hit both these guys with one? No. These guys have positioned themselves such that I can't hit 2 of them with the stun. That's alright. We'll have to just do things a little bit differently. So, they're only weak against Impress, which means we're just going for it. We're just going to murder the crap out of them. Actually, do I want to have... Let's have Earl go up here. We'll have her go here. Loudmouth is cool. This should do very little damage, but sets us up for those lovely hits. And then you'll notice everybody started confident. I took the thing on Victor that makes him spread confidence to his teammates every turn. So, to nearby teammates. They have to be close to him at least, but that's pretty powerful. It's a pretty good skill. And obviously Victor's defenses are in a pretty good place since he's the stacker. I made sure to have reasonable armor for both of the other characters as well. And our offensive stats are not in the greatest place. These guys will take a turn here just whomping on us, and that's unfortunate. But after this, we should be able to clean them up without getting hit again, I think. Oh wow, they both fumbled. Using Loudmouth does give her +30 grit for a turn, and that's why that went as well as it did. Can she get around? She cannot get around. So if these two can team up and bring down one of these guys... Yeah, I think we might be able to take this guy down. Then obviously, Earl can stun the other one. Ooh, if he rolls minimum damage, this guy will be left with 1 or 2 health. Okay, he didn't. This party is a little bit less resilient than the last party, too, due to not having the double-targeted cheer, which is a really powerful ability. We can still heal off of Victor, but it's not as compelling. So I think I'm going to have Earl actually contribute by enraging this guy, even though his enrage does a lot less damage than his physical attack, because Molly has big bonus damage on Flank and Shank against enraged targets. Yeah, and now his armor is all nuked, and Victor's gonna hit him for like 90. Or 60, whatever. It's the same number, man. If you just like squint and kind of turn your head sideways, it probably would be pretty hard to tell whether a 9 was a 6 or not. So, you know, that's conclusive. You can see we're going in with 2400 renown. It's a pretty good score so far, I think. I think we're in, and like I said, we're getting a good amount of renown from gold. I think we're in position to have a pretty good run, provided I can find some way to survive the Lost Island. Alright, obviously we head this way. Oh, okay, it's just this. I have such a poor memory of the encounters on the Lost Island now, because we never do it anymore. We're going to go ahead and end aggressive, even though it causes a sharpshooter squad to be called, because I'm not afraid of you. We have 7 renown, by the way. Or resolve, rather. Things have gone alright, and then also I got resolved from the Water of Life because it didn't offer any other bonuses that were interesting at all. If I have Earl run right up here, can he get those 2? No, not quite. This is kind of an awkward starting position. I think really our only choice is to fall back. Yeah, and we're going to have to fall back on this guy. So, neither Molly nor Victor can get around him. Shoot, we don't really get to hit this guy very much at all. So Molly's got the weakest defenses and only 30 grit. I have to be pretty careful with her. Alright, I'm going to send Victor forward. Send Molly around. She has no ranged attacks of any kind. Everything she has is melee only. But I'm going to send her over here to like a pretty safe place. She won't get attacked, but she also won't be able to contribute. Yeah, let's just try to enrage this guy, get one good hit on him. Victor or Molly will get hit by him. Earl will get hit by the other guy. Earl's speech defense is totally up to the task. Yeah, it's not bad at all. And then we'll save the stun. There's nothing she can do, right? Yeah. Okay, he hits Victor. That's good for us. Victor will come out of terrified. Ooh. Well, that was lucky. Victor will come out of terrified due to his confidence aura, and then he'll be confident again next turn. I think we just wrap this guy up. Now the question is whether Earl can get a stun off on both of those other guys, because that would be really cool. Oh no, they split way up. Actually, they could both hit Earl if he doesn't move. If Earl moves and stuns this guy, though, this guy won't be able to attack next turn. He'll have no targets. Actually, that's only true as long as Victor doesn't actually want to fight. I'm trying to debate whether it's worth it to throw the stun on one target in this case, and actually I think it might be. The other choice we have is, we could go... I think Peace Treaty adds 4 friendly pips, because it adds 3 friendly in addition to the 1 pip you normally get for using a friendly. Maybe that's not right. If that's not right, then there's no way for us to get friendly. And I think that might be the case. Okay, never mind. We're going to do this. We're going to go ahead and throw the stun out. We're going to have Victor stand up here. I don't need to Inspiring Strike yet. I guess I just hit him. Yeah. Nothing fancy for it, unfortunately. So this guy can hit either of them. He goes for Victor. The other guy can only hit Victor. And unfortunately, Victor's going to be... Oh, is there... Huh. I guess their devious attack is still melee range. I had assumed it would not be. Alright, so now we get Molly out of nowhere. she could loudmouth. Makes people more likely to attack her. She only has 5 speech defense when we're in escalated mode. This is tough. Wanting to be aggressive against these guys is tough, and I wasn't really expecting it because I thought for sure that we'd see enemies want to be aggressive against us a little bit. Alright, well, let's do this because I think Victor could use the boost. And that sets up a pretty obvious kill for Earl. Oh, Earl actually can get the kill while doing experimentation, but unfortunately, he cannot hit all 3 of the enemies at once. Right? Like the widest part of the circle? Yeah, not really. That's fine. We'll just do this. Earl's experimentation does not strip armor yet. He is not max level. Nobody in the party is max level. We unfortunately had a very combat-light Egypt map. Uh-oh, we might lose a resolve here. Yep. Okay. We'll just have to be a little bit, a little bit careful. Alright, so I think it makes most sense for Earl to pick her up. And now, Earl and Victor, or Molly and Victor together trivially kill this guy. Yeah, I'm pretty annoyed that our first 2 encounters have been people who refuse to get out of Devious. Where's all the friendly dogs and stuff? We wouldn't go friendly back, but I want the I want the advantage, you know. Is it worth sending this guy to... Yeah, it's probably worth sending this guy to Enraged. Yeah, so we don't really have weapons. Earl's gonna have the boost from his campfire card shortly. And of course Victor has his rapier already, otherwise we wouldn't be able to do this. Well, I should say, the campfire cards. I got all 3 of the crew stories as the first 3 campfire cards. So, we'll be seeing the conclusion to Victor's campfire story during this expedition, and then the conclusion to Molly's during the next expedition. Yeah, they can alert whatever they want. Taking your supplies. Alright, let's get over there. Hey Victor, you're a geologist. Go for it. He's not a very good geologist. He just became a geologist moments ago. Alright, so Victor's got his level. Yeah, we're definitely taking Peace Treaty as extra power when you're aggressive. Pretty obviously. When Molly hits max level, she'll gain 10 attack basically all the time. That'll be useful. Let's stop through here. Maybe it's the Hidden Horde. Nope. Wow. Earl admits the apparently. That's super weird. Alright, yeah, Molly and Victor have been training regularly. Much to Molly's dismay, Victor's stamina has significantly improved. So you may have noticed I have a machete on Molly. Victor was holding the machete for most of the run. I moved it off of him because I knew he'd pick up stamina for free from her crew story if he didn't have it. And also, he has to be holding 2 Tactician trinkets to get to Tactician 6. It was super weird that Earl was able to... Oh, a cute dog. Unfortunately, we're not able to send the dog to anybody special. And here's the end of Victor's story. Victor has a reputation as a strategist, and stuff happens. Yep, and then they like each other more. So +5 armor for Earl. And Victor actually already liked Earl, so he gets engineer explosives and some extra stats. He's rainbowing pretty well. It's weird that explosives and combustion are different perks, I guess. I'm trying to debate how much I want to veer off of the main path here. Obviously, I want to get tokens and stuff, and I would love to find one of the treasures that's available prior to the fog lifting, but we also have to be a little bit careful about our supply levels. So we'll play Dangerous Engineer now. Give Earl a little bit of love. I believe he only has 4 ranks. Yeah, so only plus 12 attack power, basically for free. It'll do. Alright, we haven't found any of the cool pre-fog lifting nodes. We'll just move on. Let's go do that. I don't think we're going to be very good at this. Unfortunately, Victor's only a level 2 diplomat, and I'm not going to tool it. But let's see if we can get the treasure. Oh, 60%. And if he loses 25% speech, I actually don't care that much. We're very, very violence focused. Okay, cool. Free treasure. Which, of course, is a free treasure hunt token. And 10 collects. Sure. Alright, let's do it. Oh, Molly is also very brave. Alright, so we're going for the T-Rex this time. Victor has 1,000,000 points of Tactician and a couple of points of Athlete. And I think we should be able to pass the checks to make the fight easier. Obviously, we want to hold our tools for that, because the easier version of the T-Rex fight is something we're really looking for, since we don't have the level of gear we'd like to have. The dogs are pretty soft. Let's see, can we... Nope. Cannot blow them both up with a single explosion. They're also super, super fast. I think really the only thing we can do is turn around and try to take this guy down. So, like, if we do this, Victor will get hit by a dog, Earl will get hit by that guy. Earl has 50 armor? Yeah, it's not so bad. Wait. I want the attitude to be aggressive, then I want Earl to shoot his enrage, then I want Molly to attack. So actually, Victor has to lead with a hit. Yeah, and I know this doesn't allow Molly the benefit of Victor's aura, but I think it's still the right way to go. The dogs can get to Victor, but not quite to Earl. Yeah, I think this is reasonable. And maybe Molly will roll super high and get a kill here. Oh, very close. Is he at actually 1? He is. That's alright. Molly gets hit once. It's not the end of the world. Also, she could dodge. Yeah. I thought for sure with that move he was going for Earl, but probably what he's actually doing is just making room for the dogs. Okay, and I think Victor should be able to one-shot a dog with Inspiring Strike. Even if he can't, okay, he does. I was going to say, even if he can't, he would definitely get it low enough for experimentation to finish the job. Experimentation is so close to being good in this circumstance, so I think we just take out both the dogs. And we do, obviously, this. And Molly, unfortunately, has to finish off what she started last round. So I will tool the engineering check on the machine here if I have to, the fog machine. We really can't afford to fail it. Alright, she's going to be able to shoot her, her gun and hit both of them. But I think that they're doomed. I don't think they can survive anymore. Oh no, Earl can't get in a position to stun them both. That's unfortunate. He can get one stun, and we can finish off this other guy. So, Earl takes his stun. Also, 51 damage on the stun. That's pretty good. I don't think we have to do anything fancy here. We can just both hit him. Yeah, the party's damage output is pretty good, and this is with very little in the way of weaponry. At the end of this expedition, we should have a fair amount of gold, and we should be able to upgrade everybody's gear quite a bit, although Victor may hold on to his rapier. There we go. Easy as pie. So I think we should be pretty strong in Shangri-La. We do have to try to get Victor like a lot of levels of diplomat. 73%'s high. Let's just take the take the odds out of it entirely, shall we? If I fail a 98% check on this, I'm gonna be real sad. Okay. So we'll take... Right? This is 160 renown. 3 discovery tokens. It's not a lot of renown by itself. It would bump us up to 1.89... Or, sorry, 1.92. It's 3% per token. That can't be more renown, can it? How much gold am I going to get over the course of these 2 expeditions? I really have no idea. In order for 9% of our gold as renown to be more than 160, we have to get like 1,600 gold. Is that right? You know, dirty math. I actually think we can get there. Yeah, we're totally going to get there. I'm doing it. Boy, I hope I didn't do some part of that math wrong, because I'm going to sound like a complete idiot to all the people who have time to sit here and, like, pull out a calculator. Alright. Let's explore this island. So, the anti-explorer leader is over here. Okay. The Land Delver's secret is over there. And where is the big T-Rex? Okay. So we have to make it back across the island. We have full supplies. And, of course, we get a supply every time we win a battle. But we have this new... I don't like this new thing where you have to, like, double time it across the island. Alright, we're gonna go out for this treasure. Okay, collect tokens. Victor, you're good at stuff. It's a dinosaur. Make a trap. And then, let's not worry about 5 study tokens. Let's get treasure. Yeah, I'm not taking a chance of losing. Not taking any more chance of losing 20 armor than I have to here. Because 20 armor is going to be a big deal when we're fighting the other T-Rex. Alright, a couple of treasure hunt tokens. This sucks. I think 10 campaigns is going to be more valuable than 10 studies, given how expensive our research is. And how many Entourage members we still have the ability to recruit. We don't need to go that way. Let's head straight to this other treasure. We have 1 tool left. We lose resolve if we botch this check. We have 6 resolve. I'll take the coin flip for the treasure. Oh, didn't get it. We lost supplies on that too. Yeah. Alright, let's keep moving. So I'd like to get a couple more battles in, obviously. It would be cool if we could get Earl's armor penalty from his explosives. So we need to do we want to see either 1 more battle after this or 1 check where we can reasonably have Earl roll. Alright, fall back. I hate this one where they start at like the far edges. They figure out how far you can move and then they start 1 space further away than that. These guys have very poor armor? No, not really. Okay, so they're weak against... Okay, they're weak against the thing we actually have. I think what I do is I throw out an Impress. Mostly to set up the attitude bonus here. And then I think we might be able to get a drop. Come on, Molly. Wow, not even close. Why do these things have to have 120 health? The demons in Shangri-La are more dangerous in the sense that they have... You know, I'm not going to risk that. They're more dangerous in the sense that they have a lot more offensive power. But man, you can get overwhelmed by these raptors pretty easily just because it's so hard to kill more than one of them in a turn. I don't know exactly how much damage Victor's going to do with his friendly attack, but it should be fairly significant. Actually, do I want to have Molly do this? Molly has 60 attack power. Yeah, she actually is the weakest person in the party at the moment. So let's have her wrap this one up. Alright, how much damage does Encourage do to these guys? Not nearly enough. Not enough to be worth doing it. Alright, so we'll just move back a little bit and we can't get hit. And we'll soften this guy up. Yeah, these raptors, unfortunately, are just, like, super, super healthy. Alright, if we get lucky, we might be able to get this guy finished off with an experimentation and, like, actually do meaningful damage to a couple of other raptors. Depending on how they stack up here. Nope. Alright, well, we'll go for a stun instead, then. I think I can get 2 from... Nope. Not from that position. There we go. So that happens for sure. Victor's probably going to have to do Inspiring Strike here. So I guess Molly can start in on that guy. Experimentation should be fully charged. So we'll be able to do quite a bit of area damage next turn. Yeah, alright, do this. If that raptor doesn't move very far... No, he ran as far away as possible. I was gonna say, we might be able to get all 3 of them with the experimentation, which would be cool. Actually, I don't think we're gonna be able to hit him with experimentation at all. If I had Earl run over to here, actually... Nope. Yeah, he ran out of range. Well, that was smart. He did a clever thing. Alright, try to make Molly as tough as possible, because she's definitely tanking a hit here. But just the one hit. I'm hoping that the raptor can't just one-shot her. But even if he does have enough damage to one-shot her, there's at least a good chance of a dodge now. There we go. Alright, I'm nervous, obviously, about our defenses. Our offense is getting has gotten okay, but our defenses are still a lot lower than you would normally see on the on the Lost Island, and that makes me nervous. We have some renown to play with, but not like an endless amount. Okay, let's not bother with the volcano. Yep. Let me go over here and get some supplies. Shit. That's right. Sorry, we only get supplies if we pass very difficult checks. I'm gonna go for it. Minus 10 speech defense is not the end of the world. Okay. Three supplies. Good, good. This is awkward. The fact that this node doesn't connect to either of those is a real kick in the head. Maybe we go 1, 2, gain a supply from fighting, then to here, then out. I think that's the right path. If this node connected to that node, that would be cool too. Alright. Hey, it's Owen Millen. That's fine. I was kind of hoping that there would be a slightly different thing happening here on account of the fact that Earl was able to perform a raptor call, if that's indeed what happened there. But no such luck. Well, I'm actually not going to lead with the stun. We'll lead with this so that we can... Alright, Victor should hit him fairly hard. Yeah, not too shabby. He has 350 health, and we stripped almost 200 of it in the first turn. So now we don't actually, it turns out, need to stun him at all, probably. I think in theory, Victor and Earl should be able to wrap this up. Okay, imagine what our offense is going to look like next expedition when we have actually, like, a full complement of gear. Right now, Earl and Molly are wearing the 75 gold, the base level red gloves. Alright, we got so many different armor debuffs. And we're going to take a hunger penalty here, which sucks. I guess having Molly do this doesn't really help us because she can't get to max level anyway, and she'll get there pretty quickly during the next expedition. We may as well just have Victor do it and try to get the tokens. Yay, tokens! Victor loses speech defense. That's like the best possible outcome. 4 supplies. That means we can hit this node and that node and still get back and be okay. Ooh. Actually, let's swing out this way as well. Get a supply from fighting. I wish we got to use our tactician bonus on this one. I know the whole idea is that we've wandered into a fight that we didn't intend to be fighting, but still. Victor's actually, he's not a quick thinker. That's like the one thing he doesn't have. Alright, well obviously we take down the dogs real quick. Oh, she can't take down a dog. This'll be fine. Victor will take down this one, probably. And then the bonus from being next to Victor plus... Oh, actually... Yeah, that'll be fine. Plus being aggressive gives Earl bonus attack, and then this guy just gets shanked, I guess? Yeah, nothing fancy. And then it's what, 1 more of these guys and 2 more dogs? Yeah, trivial. By the time those guys get over here, an experimentation will probably be sufficient to bring the dogs down, so... Should be fairly efficient. Actually, dogs are real fast. Can he get an experimentation? No, not even close. Not even close to getting it on both of them. Actually, what am I doing? What is my plan here? Before I start moving people around, what am I... We want Victor up front. Victor can eat quite a number of attacks. Then we'll just put Molly behind this guy. Molly could still get attacked by a dog, but I think just one. And Earl can... They're not going to speech attack her anyway, so her being impressed doesn't actually hurt anything. And a little bit of health is good. I probably should have ended the turn with her adjacent to Victor, so that she would regain the confidence state immediately. Alright, so now we run Earl over to Victor, take advantage of the aura. Yep, and with that, We have enough experimentation to bring the dogs down. Then we use Flankenshank to strip some armor. And we won't be able to take this guy down this turn, but he'll go down trivially next turn. Just put everybody at full health, because why not? Let's remove the possibility of any incredibly stupid resolve loss. Alright, so we've gotten a fair amount of resolve, or renown rather, from fighting over the course of this campaign. I could probably tally it up, but unfortunately not recording the earlier part of the campaign makes that a little trickier. Please don't lose a point of resolve after moving here, or a point of supplies. Okay. So a single food penalty and its speech defense, which is probably not going to matter at all. We have some bonus attack and speech. Listen, if we were ever going to be able to do this, this is the time. Let's see what this terrible monster is. It's a sheep. I don't know what the difference is between these two options. We're freeing the sheep. Okay, so now we have to pass a couple of checks. We're surprisingly bad at this one. Let's not fail this, please. Okay. And then this next check I think we should be pretty good at because of the tactician levels. Or no, this is athlete and this is survivalist, I bet. Crap. So we have a 56 or a 43. And the 56 has a treasure hunt token attached to it. It would be not great for Victor to be wounded. Crap. Oh no, we got it, okay. Alright, Victor even finds some precious stones. Cool. This is where we get that tactician roll. Alright. So, the version of this fight where you make all the checks really is not that difficult, or at least wasn't in the past. But remember, they did say they increased the difficulty of the fights. It looks like we still don't have any adds. He has a debuff that lowers his armor and increases his damage taken from enrage. The text indicates that you also get bonus grit from doing the things that we just did, but it's not true, you don't. Alright, so Victor can't get in range of him, that's frustrating. Victor can open with Peace Treaty, I guess? Peace Treaty lowers their attack by 20%, which is why that's a thing that might be worth doing. So let's go for... open with an attack. That moved his health a very small amount. Then... Peace Treaty. I think this is going to put him so positive that I can't get him into enrage. Yeah, crap. Alright, that being the case, I'll just attack him. Now his attitude is low enough that an enrage might actually bring him down into being enraged. Okay, that's not that much damage. We're alright. Yep, the enrage actually gets him there. Now that he's enraged, we get bonus damage from Flankenshank. And now that his armor is all screwed up, he's at negative 35. This seems like a fine time for Inspiring Strike. Whew. 1200 health. Did he always have 1200 health? That might be the way that they made the fight harder. Okay. Earl is protected against that type of damage, and he missed Molly. That was definitely the best we could have hoped for there. So experimentation does 90% of my normal attack damage, and also will strip his armor even further. I think we'll go for that. And now we just lay it on. There's not really a lot of strategy to apply here. Just hit him over and over again. Alright, I don't think his bite will one-shot anybody. Oh, he has his tail strike. I forgot about that. Yeah, it hurts. Again, nothing really to apply strategically here. Let's just keep hitting him. But this is looking pretty good. I think we're going to win. I think we're going to lose some resolve. Somebody's going to go down. Unfortunately, we can't stun him, obviously. He's a boss. But this next turn might be his last turn. Yeah, he's at 92. The next attack we land on him will probably bring him down. So we're only going to lose one resolve here. Yeah, that wasn't too bad at all. All right, here we go. We're finally doing it. All right, our might is legendary. Sure, I'll buy that. 40 renown for each level of tactician's pretty hard to beat. Or we can really go deep on this discovery thing. So 40 renown for each level of tactician is 240, right? We're at 6 tactician? Yeah. In order for the discovery tokens, 10% extra renown from gold to be worth more than that, we'd have to make 2,400 gold between the end of the thing and now. And it does count the gold we make on this expedition. We haven't tallied this up yet. I think this is right. Alright. So we didn't get as many treasures there as I would have liked. You can get a lot more treasures than that. I didn't have an opportunity to find Othniel Horner. We weren't able to try to get the dog training facility, although honestly this party would have been pretty bad at it. Not really good at friendliness. Alright, yeah, once it starts adding up our encounter tokens, I think we're going to be well over the halfway point for the amount of gold we needed to make those discovery tokens the right choice. Yeah, and we'll get a lot of gold in Shangri-La. Or wait, no, it doesn't increase. I did my math wrong. I was taking 9% of the wrong number. Well, listen, this is a thing that's pretty easy to correct after the fact. Just go back and do the math. So we have 4,100 XP going into the last expedition. Obviously, look at the wealth I amass. Yeah. I hesitated there. I was like, wait a minute, am I missing something? So we go to Beijing, right? Because we are not going to have enough. We have enough status to pick up a lot of the entourage we have left. We don't have enough to pick up these guys too. Let's go to Beijing. We'll get the treasure hunt tokens. We have 19 insight. So we get 2 more insight. That's not valueless. We get this. We need 9 research to get us 2 more supplies. We're not going to get observations. But I might. I don't think we're getting a lot of science from this. Have I gotten science from my? Oh, we can do 1 take with Victor. Actually, we do all the takes with Victor, don't we? Yeah, that makes sense. We do all the takes with Victor, and that way we get all the extra renown and stuff. Hold on. This... Okay, this only gives you encounter tokens when you spend insight on studies and campaigns in various circumstances. So we won't be taking advantage of it, unfortunately. But we'll definitely get enough insight to at least pick up the supplies. So before we spend our tokens, we should spend some status. Wait, should we? Hold on a second. Let me think about what I'm doing here. So I'm going to be doing this, probably. That is going to be getting us status. Right, because this gets us 5 renown and 22 to 30 gold, whereas double collects gets us 20 to 30 gold. So with status here, we're going to be taking 21 times about 12 status. I'm trying to determine if it's worth it to buy specialists or buy helpers that increase the payout of the encounter token. I want to make sure I pick up my entourage members though, and we're at like 400 plus a million. Yeah, we have a lot of upgrades to spend on specialists still. We still need perks, unfortunately. I think that, yeah, we're probably not going to be picking up helpers. So that being the case, there's nothing that I should be doing prior to spending, right? Well, let's go ahead and hire the specialist that I'm going to hire. This matters a little bit. No, it doesn't, because I'm not going to be getting collect tokens. I think actually we take Madam Hammerhead. We want Victor to pick up more levels of Diplomat. As much as I want extra payout for my collect tokens, I think more gold from campaign. We're going to get a lot of campaign tokens, and we want Victor to be a better Diplomat. So Victor learns Diplomat Negotiations. We have a couple available already here before we have to spend anything. We can pick up another level of Diplomat here. Generous is one he doesn't have. Okay. And Beguiler might matter. Is it better than picking up a second point of Naturalist? Doing a lot of stuff that's getting us extra campaign tokens. Maybe I should just do this. Get extra collect tokens because we're at 16% of gold is renown. Maybe. What do we still have available here? Study tokens from aggressive. So we didn't get access to the one that gives gold token collect tokens from being aggressive. We should definitely take this. That's a no-brainer. Defense and offense. He doesn't need to have the coach whistle, I guess. And we also could just take this guy and have him give us a treasure hunt token. Yeah, let's just do that, because I think I do want Victor to hold those two. That's why we're getting some extra collect tokens. Yeah, we'll pick this up and then we'll just spend. Alright, we'll grab... Yep, +2 supplies. We couldn't get... Yeah, it would probably take about 1,000 research for us to finish observations. There's a version of this run where that works out. Again, I would like to show you guys perfect play, but I just don't have the skill, honestly. But hopefully, this run was good enough to demonstrate something interesting. There's a potential here. And it looks like it's going to be a pretty okay run as far as total score goes. So we're getting about 30 renown per drop here. From 52 to 79, yeah, a little bit less. That's not too bad. We're going to end up with enough money to fix up everybody's defenses and make a pretty good play for some offensive items. I believe everybody has, like, basically acceptable defensive items. We have, yeah, the 800 tier. She only has a 450. We'll get her some good boots. She'll need that. We can't have her dying all the time. Alright, so let's get her the legendary boots. These are pretty good. That's not... I didn't even sell the right item. Do I want to sell his adventure armor? Because, like, I definitely want to buy the 1350 memento for Victor. But do I want to move you up, or should I just spend this on 2 really high tier weapons? Yeah, let's do that. Let's buy Molly and Earl top-tier weapons. Victor's going to hold his rapier because we need the etiquette. So Outback Supplies. I have to buy the shop up. This might be good for somebody. Or piloting and... He has Tinkerer, but he doesn't have piloting. So this would be a way to give him another 3 points of attack through engineering. Anyway, legendary red gloves. Legendary red gloves. I think that was right. And then let's have a quick look at what's available to us. He's already got his monkey wrench. She has protective goggles. I don't know that she really needs them, but she has them. I didn't upgrade this place because I never upgrade this place. Just don't quite have the spare gold, you know? Diplomat Customs. He has, I think, actually. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, maybe we just buy Earl this, Oh, the binoculars are 300. Never mind. Earl only has 47 spirit. We can just buy Earl 10 spirit. Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. Alright, so we're going into the final expedition with 6 resolve. That's not horrible. I don't feel bad about that at all. We finished off this one. Let's finish off the Turkish baths. So, plus research from collect or plus gold from study. We're going to pick up study tokens. I think this adds more score than this does, probably. An extra source of collect. Or an extra source of gold. And I think we are going to buy Hakim. Just because that's the only way we get to higher every level. Military history, we already have. We could pick up athlete wrestling. I'm trying to think. We have the Cave of the Crane. Takes, you get score from Tactician for that. So we're good on that one. We should be able to find our way up to Tiger Mountain because Rogue helps in discovering the secret path, I think. And then Diplomat is how Victor's going to get across the other one. I can't remember what it's called, but the socially focused one. So the question is, do I want to have another source of collect tokens and probably a treasure hunt? Or do I want to pick up a point of wrestling? Or a point of athlete. I think a point of athlete might also allow him to win the wager against Molly, and I don't actually know... We're going to conclude Molly's crew story here. I don't actually know whether we want Molly to win or not. This also gives attack. I'm very torn. This lets me pick up more collect tokens. This has to be right. And then we'll take the treasure hunt. So that's a little bit of extra renown as well. And we can't really do anything with 160 gold. Nothing that we want to do anyway. Yeah, let's just we're gonna go ahead and hit Shangri-La this video because I want to start tomorrow in the new patch. Which means the video is going to be a little later than usual. Yeah, let's do it. So I have not... yeah. Right. I have not played perfectly, as always. I'm kind of making the decisions a little quickly. Are we actually going to have access to the Lotus Orb right away? Is this that encounter? Yeah, let's... I don't know that we can get the Lotus Orb. Or the Ruby Lotus, it's called. Because we're not very good at being friendly. But we can see. Just go aggressive and take the 25 renown, right? Yeah, worst case scenario, it's a Shangri-La treasure. We might be able to figure something out by dropping Peace Treaty toward the end and finishing friendly. The blue demons are weak against Excite. which means peace treaty will be a pretty good weapon against them. What if I just shoot one of these guys? Yeah, I can totally just drop these guys with a single physical attack. So this is how we'll start. We don't want to run Earl all the way over there because it's hard for him to get back. Molly's fast, so it almost doesn't matter where she positions herself. She can usually get back to a useful place. And I think we actually have to fall back with Victor to avoid getting overwhelmed. If I run Victor up and attack, he's gonna get hit 4 times, and even with 120 speech defense, I don't feel good about that. So let's just fall back. We'll put a little bit of extra positive feeling on her, I guess. This way, Victor will only get attacked twice at the most if the blue demons can do range 2 attacks, which I think... Oh no! Actually, they can't get anywhere near us. What happens if I run to here and throw experimentation? Can I do that from one space further back? I'd like for Victor to be able to... Yeah. Alright, it's possible that we now have too much aggressive to actually get out of here friendly. What are you? You're at 65 speech defense and 70 grit, and you're at a 73 speech defense. I think I'm going to go ahead and do this now. It's not going to get more powerful as we go on. This is not one of those ones that charges up. And then we'll just try to win the battle without taking any more aggressive actions from here. Alright, are these guys weak to impress? No, they don't have any particular feelings about it. That was the worst possible scenario. Now Victor can't contribute, I think. Alright, and being in the inferior mood here just means that we lose armor, but it looks like even though we're aggressive, even though they're aggressive, they still want to speak at us. Yeah, so the armor penalty doesn't matter. Also, we're really good at aggressive. That's what I learned here. Alright, I'm sure Victor can guarantee a... Nope, Victor can't reach. Man, Victor's not getting to contribute to this at all. So yeah, we'll take the Ruby Lotus. We probably will not take the whatever unique treasure pool pull it has, because I think those are mostly good for friendly parties. But the Shangri-La pool is pretty good. Yeah, plus 100. This is we're going to take the discovery tokens, obviously. This is a really powerful thing for certain parties. I'm not super jazzed about this. I was really hoping for like treasure hunt tokens or something. We'll take it. And that does max out our last party member. Obviously, plus 10 attack while we're aggressive. Sounds pretty good. So we have a lot of ground to cross. I guess let's go to here and try to get... Victor's actually still not really very good at talking to these guys. He's 4 levels of diplomat. It's just not enough, man. 60%. We have 6 resolve. If we lose it, we lose it. Okay. I thought about tooling that and decided against it, but... Stay a night is a lot of supplies, but I don't want to lose the resolve. I do wish that there was any paths anywhere that didn't cost 2 supplies. Yeah, go for it. I won't be happy if we lose the supply, but I won't be heartbroken. Okay, let's do this. Alright, well, we're guaranteed to succeed, apparently. And these two crew members like each other more. Which means plus 5 armor, plus 10% more attack power. Okay, Victor's attack power is fairly high. Oh yeah, 58, considering that he's just using this as a weapon. Alright, so we do have to try to find... This node right here is one away from that and one away from that. We do still have to try to find the purple node around here. It's probably just... Shoot. We have to go for this. This is going to tell us whether we have... Oh no, this isn't the one I was thinking of at all. I thought that was the set of symbols for the trap spring node, which tells you whether or not the Yeti's present. Now let's talk to this focus monk. Yeah, go for it. Again, 6 resolve. That's enough to play with a little bit. Alright. A prayer flag and some secret tokens and stuff. Strike the gong. Nothing happens. Investigate the courtyard. What a great discovery. Leave the monastery. Yep, so I burned a lot of supplies. And we gain a supply by going here, but then the fact that both of the nodes, both the paths out are 2 costs really sucks. The fact that everything everywhere is 2 costs really sucks, and there's no way back to... Shit, man. We're going to be taking hunger penalties no matter what I do. Alright, this footprint seems off. I am totally going to tool this. This will tell us if the Yeti's around, if we succeed on it, which is why I was willing to spend a tool. Nope, no Yeti. Okay. We have the other, the Mount Kailash thing instead. Alright, then we gain 600 renown. That's okay. That's not bad. Alright, please... Okay, that'll do. I was gonna say, please let me have a path to combat. Here's the question: do I want combat, or do I want to take the treasure hunt tokens? Well, I can't really afford to go back this way anyway. So let's fight demons, win aggressive, gain 1 supply. Then we'll go to Mount Kailash, where we'll get a couple more supplies. And I think they give you 3 up there. I think we should be able to do it too. We should be able to pass the checks to get up there. So can we, even with base experimentation power? No, we cannot quite get a kill. Well, actually, we might be able to if Victor's adjacent, though. Alright. Nope, still no. Well, I still think it's what I want to do. And then Victor can use Peace Treaty. Yeah. And that shifts us all the way over into friendly. Worth it. Yeah, with our gear, we no longer have to worry about like getting one shot or anything. So we ended up with less resolve than I'd like to, or less renown than I would like to have at the actual start of the 5th expedition. And we definitely could have just taken the raw renown off of those treasures and probably, possibly ended up with a higher score. I'm really not sure how the math works out on it. Let's do this because it's not that much less damage, but it's going to really empower... And get 40% extra damage off of Molly's attack here. Okay. Learn how to handle the demons. Come on. I didn't learn anything. I've never in my life learned anything. Alright. So we have to do this. We also have to pass the check. It's like really important. And we're terrible at it. Well, we have to take the, we have to do that. 58%. We'd lose a resolve if we failed it. I'm okay with that. There we go. Yeah, you lose a resolve, and basically your chance of succeeding goes up. Alright, we don't need this. I'll take speech defense. We don't really want to be excited. We want to be confident. Yeah, lots of demons. Magic berries. Treasure hunt tokens. Okay, and then also give us a treasure. 60 renown or 3 secret tokens. I actually don't think he's like, yeah, take this. But I actually don't think 3 secret tokens is better than 60 renown. No, it's definitely not. Alright, so lots of demons have been turned to gold. That's cool. Alright, let's go get a Shambhala key, shall we? Hidden passage. I'm trying to think. We should be able to kill the crane. The Cave of the Crane. I think actually our worst check is going to be the other one. The social one. I think we have to save our tool for that. So let's go for this. Okay, we got it. Alright, we reached the top of the monastery, or the top of the mountain, find the monastery, and we should be great at this fight. I'm really pleased that this was the one we got to first, because we should crush Tommy Gun. This should be pretty easy. So I think we're going to have Victor open up by one-shotting this enemy. Victor's attack is in a pretty good place, but it's still significantly lower than everybody else's. And also, we want the mood to be hostile before everybody else's turn starts. Because Earl and Molly both get bonus attack from the mood being, or from our mood being aggressive, rather. Our attitude being aggressive, which just means the mood is hostile. Yeah, we should burn this one down with very little danger. We're going to take some hunger penalties on the way to getting the other 3 keys, sadly. I don't think there's anything we can do about that. What's the best way to do this? I guess the best way to do this is just to have Victor and Earl work together to bring this guy down, which will clear the path for Molly to run through. We don't have to apply a lot of fancy tactics on this one. Just kind of fight. They're weak against Enrage. That's pretty good. That guarantees that experimentation will be able to take them down next turn, and hopefully Tommy will also be in range of it. They're separating too much. Well, experimentation will take this one down, and still strip Tommy's armor. So let's get Earl over here and do this. Victor can finish this guy off because he's weakest, but first we move him over here. So that Molly can stand adjacent to him. Get the benefit of Zora. Yeah, and the next turn I think we'll actually be able to finish him off. Because we'll have Earl move in, drop the Enrage, then Molly gets the great big flank and shank. Yeah, I think we can just ignore the rest of these guys. Alright, and Victor goes to here. Earl goes to here. Enrage followed by the big flank and shank, followed by Inspiring Strike. Actually, it looks like it maybe won't be lethal. Yeah, it's not quite gonna get there. But, I mean, we're in no danger, obviously. I don't know what that female enemy is doing. Her whole thing is that she's supposed to be buffing the other enemies, but she has elected not to participate in the fight at all. Alright, Earl finally gets to fire his gun. Okay, so that's Shambhala key number 1. I think the Cave of the Crane Shambhala key should be pretty clear, and then we have a key for the other one. Or a tool for the other one, rather. Alright, 225, not bad. So what's the most efficient way to over here? These are actually kind of... they're placed sort of awkwardly. I think in order to not take a lot of penalties, we have to go directly to it. But can we beat Rivaloo with some penalties? I would like to get a treasure hunt. The problem is that we can see there's no path to this node from down here. So we'll get to here, and then we'll have to go to here, and then we'll have to go over to here, and then we'll be able to get to the thing. Yeah, let's just go this way. Okay, I see a supply node at least. Speech defense, that's not the end of the world. Try to get some supplies here. This would be pretty cool to pass, but we can't afford to use the key on it because we need the tool, because we need the tool for the last key. All right, that mitigated the badness a little bit. All right, yeah, Victor crushes it because he has all of the relevant perks. This is the key that's that is least relevant to us itself. We'll take this because Molly has all those levels of rogue. And then I think actually the best way for us to get to this place is just to go through here. We're not quite done. I don't think we bother. We'll just eat a hunger penalty and then head back up. Alright, so it's going to have to be Victor, and he's going to use a tool. Uh-oh. No, we got there. Everything's fine. Yeah, so the overall payout for this one is not looking as good. This is not... oh no, Earl has four relevant levels. Victor has 1 point of that and 2 points of this and 1 point of that. So that's another 4 relevant levels. So actually this is still pretty good. Oh no, Earl loses speech power. Totally fine. Yeah, so I feel like I maybe squandered the potential of this run a little bit by not taking... I don't know what. We definitely would have been, because I was multiplying the payout of the discovery tokens by the wrong number, I think we would have been better off taking the renown from the treasures on the Lost Island. But even so, I feel like this run is a little south of where I wanted it to be score-wise. There's some way to do this thing better. What do we want this to be? We could have her run up. There's only one space that's adjacent to Rivaloo, which is a real bummer. So we could have her run up, have him throw out an enrage. Please let this land. Alright. So that's pretty compelling. Yeah, they both do a lot of damage. He does slightly more. Yeah, let's just throw this out. This doesn't have to be a long fight, you know? We can we can wrap this up fairly quickly. Yeah, our offensive potential is really quite impressive. And I think for the most part, Rivaloo's crew can't even really do anything about it. Cassandra has a lot of move. They almost brought Earl down. That's something. Earl, do the maximum possible damage on the way out. Yeah, not bad at all. So this is going to be an okay score. It's really not a mind blower. All right. So 30 renown 9 times is 270. That's not bad. This is 460. Obviously a pretty strong competitor. And this is not very much at all. Alright, so that was almost 1,000 renown from that last treasure, but yeah, we ended up not, I think, after everything is totaled up, not too far north of where we usually are now, maybe even a little bit below. I have to say, I felt like that was going to turn out to be a really great score, and it turned out not to be. Part of it is that we had to take the non-optimal route through the Lost Island. Obviously, it would have been great to pick up the Living Crystal. It would have been fantastic. But so yeah, that's 4286 from the last expedition. That great 9,000. Ugh. And if we had taken different bonuses on our renown on our treasures in the Lost Island, we still wouldn't have gotten up to like the 12k that we've seen from other routes. I think honestly the problem is that gold is just a weak scoring resource. And I think a lot of that comes from the fact that the Lost Island gives you a lot of opportunities to get a lot of science, and Shangri-La gives you a lot of opportunities to get a lot of status, but neither one of them really pay out that much gold. Shangri-La can be okay for gold. You get the Dharma Chakra early, turn all the demons into treasure hunt tokens, but not satisfying. And I mean, obviously I played non-ideally there, but I don't feel that it was that far off. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I feel like I've given that particular concept its fair due here. Somebody, I'm sure, can do a little bit of math and figure out about how much renown different it would have been for me to take the straight renown from the treasures in the Lost Island. In fact, I might do it myself. But yeah, I feel like we've given that concept its fair due. Come back tomorrow. The last patch that we're guaranteed to get is going to hit. We'll see what comes of it, and we'll see you then.